So for any particular business idea, if it has low competition in Google, we are going to be rating it as 5 out of 5. If it is a medium competitive keyword, we are going to be rating it as 2.5 out of 5. And if it is a high competitive keyword, we are going to be rating it as 1 out of 5. So because this particular keyword has low competition, we are going to be rating it as 5 out of 5, guys. Good number, right? So when combined, when we are talking about the desirability rating with market sizing and growth, it was 4.5. And for competitive analysis, this is 5 out of 10. Guys, this is a good number. This is 9.5 out of 10. Very good number, right? Desirability part is done, guys. The next thing that we are going to talk about is complexity. What complexity means? Complexity means the challenges that you're going to face when starting up with this particular business idea. The amount of tech required, the amount of money that will be required when starting up, if it involves a lot of tech, if it is very labor intensive, if it is very human resource intensive, so that kind of stuff we will be discussing under this particular parameter, which happens to be complexity. So under complexity, guys, there are 3 things. The first thing is tech and capital. The second thing happens to be infra, and the third thing happens to be legality and regulatory, right? So when we are talking about the tech and capital, guys, I don't think we need a lot of investment for this particular business idea. Why? Because the only thing that you are going to be investing when it comes to tech for this particular business idea is maintaining a website, right? So you are going to be needing a web developer to build a website for you, and you are going to be needing him in order to maintain this particular website. And also one thing that will also consume your money is buying a particular domain, right? So yeah, so that's about the tech, guys. This is all the money that will be required when it comes to the tech part for this particular business idea. The second thing under complexity comes out to be infra. Do we need a lot of infra? I don't think, guys, we need a huge infra in order to start with this particular business idea. Why? Because maybe you could tie up with a local company who is doing all of this, and you could procure the items from them, and you could just easily pack them under your brand name and sell it out to the customer as well, right? So when it comes out to the infra, I don't think it needs a lot of infra from the beginning, guys, right? So when you have already scaled up on this, I think at that point of time you will be needing an infra, which of course will be a part of cost optimization. The last thing that we are going to talk about under complexity is legality and regulatory, guys. Does this particular business idea fall in a gray area or not? I don't think it falls in a gray area. It is a clean idea. We are doing work which boosts our environment, which boosts the mental health, which has a lot of health benefits. So I don't think this is something which falls in a gray area. When it comes to legality and regulatory, guys, it is again good to go. So for complexity, on a scale of 1 to 10, we are going to be rating it as a 7.5 out of 10. The next and the last thing while judging this particular business idea is the viability, guys. Like, can you actually make a business out of it? Can you actually make a livelihood on this particular business idea? Like 5 to 10 years down the line, could you be living off on the revenue of this particular business idea? So that is what we are going to be discussing in this viability. Under viability, guys, we are going to be talking about 2 things. The first thing is money, which happens to be the revenue potential. And second thing is going to be the scalability, whether this particular business idea is scalable or not, whether this is something which will be a big thing tomorrow or not. So let's start with the revenue potential, guys. So again, calculating revenue potential for a particular business idea is a very complex method, guys. It requires a lot of study, a lot of research. But since we are looking for a raw number over here, we are going to be assuming some things, right? So we are going to be Googling the product on Google. The first 3 organic links that come on Google, we are going to be checking out the traffic for those particular websites on home pages, right? But one thing that you have to make sure is the website should only be selling products which are catering to that particular niche and not something else, right? So when we are talking about gardening, we are not going to be looking out for the traffic for platforms like Amazon or Flipkart. Why? Because platforms like Flipkart and Amazon are also selling thousands of other things, right? And judging on the basis of traffic websites for those particular platforms is not going to be fair. So we are going to be looking out for the websites which only and only work in this niche, which happens to be gardening supplies. Once we get the traffic, what we are going to do is this. In order to calculate the revenue potential for that particular business idea, we are going to be multiplying that monthly traffic that particular website receives, multiplied by the average order value of that particular website multiplied by 0.01. Why? Because as per industry standards, the conversion rates on an e-commerce stores happens to be somewhere around 1%. So we are going to be multiplying this by 0.01 multiplied by 12. Why? Because we do not want the revenue potential for 1 month. We are looking out for the revenue potential for the entire year. That is the reason we will be multiplying this at the end by 12 as well. So let's start out, guys. This gardening supplies is a very wide thing to search, and a lot of people in India struggle with finding the right keywords for a particular product. So seeds might be an easier option for them to look out for. So yeah, let's start with seeds, guys. Seeds online. So this is the topmost website that comes. This is not sponsored, this is organic, so we are going to be looking out for this. This is the second website, guys, and this is the third website, right? The fourth one is Amazon. We are not going to look out for Amazon because it is not fair. So yeah, so the first website is this. Now we go to the home page and we verify if they are not selling anything apart from that of gardening supplies. Let's go to the home page for this website as well, and let's go to the home page for this particular website as well. So the first website is this, guys. It's a beautiful website. I guess this is something which is selling products which caters to only our niche and not something else. They are selling plants, they are selling pots. So I guess this is a good website, guys. Let's copy the link. Now we are going to check the traffic for this particular website. We're going to be using online free tools which tells us the traffic for the websites that we have copied. So one of my favorite being Nile Patel. So we are going to be looking out for that. So let's go for traffic checker by Nile Patel. Let's open that, and we are going to be pasting our website that we are checking for the traffic. So this website is going to tell us the monthly traffic that this website receives. I have already been signed out. I guess I'll have to log in. Guys, this website is receiving 2.4 million organic monthly traffic. That is an amazing number, guys. That is an amazing number in India, right? So let's calculate the average order value over here. Now we go to calculator. Let's go to calculator. Let's enter this particular number over here, multiplied by the average order value for that particular website, guys. Let's go to that website and see the average order value that this website has. This is 999, this is 300, this is again somewhere close to 300, this is 400. Guys, 99999 2499. I guess 500 is a fair number, guys. So let's take the average order value of 500 multiplied by the average conversion rate, which happens to be 0.01. That happens to be 1%, and that is why we are going to multiply this by 0.01, right? So this is approximate revenue that this particular website receives on a monthly basis. We are going to be calculating this on a yearly basis. So this multiplied by 12. Guys, this is the number. So this website receives an approx revenue of 14 crores 14 crores 41 lakhs 85,000. I think this is a good number, guys. Why? Because as I already told you, there is not a lot of competition in this particular niche, and this is a website which has good looks, it has decent products, and that is the reason why it is receiving all of this traffic. And it is an undisputed king in this particular niche. So that is the reason why this particular website is doing so good. So when it comes to the revenue potential, guys, this particular website is receiving somewhere around 14 CR. And do remember this, we are only talking about revenue that this particular website receives on its e-commerce store, and we are not even talking about the revenue that it is receiving from platforms like Amazon and Flipkart. So very good number, right? The second thing that we are going to be talking about under the viability parameter is the scalability, guys. Of course, this is a scalable business idea. Why? Because we are working on tech. We are not working on product which is customizable in nature. Only thing that you will be needing to work on is your supply chain, and the next thing that you're going to be working on is the tech. Tech is fairly simple. Why? Because at one point of time you could be using one particular hosting platform, another time you could be using another plan of that particular website. So yeah, everything is available in the market, guys. When we are talking about revenue potential, guys, I am going to rate this idea as 4.5 out of 5. And when we are talking about the scalability, since this is a scalable business idea, we are going to be rating this as somewhere around, again, 4 out of 5. So the total viable rating for this particular business idea happens to be 4.5 plus 4, that is 8.5 divided by 10. And now comes the part of total rating, guys. We are going to be taking an average of all of these 3 parameters. So the first thing was 9.5, which was desirability, plus the second thing was 7.5, and the third parameter was 8.5. So this is 25.5 divided by 3, guys. This is going to be somewhere around 8.5, guys. Yes, 24 plus, yeah. So guys, this idea is an 8.5 out of 10. I think this is one of the most underrated idea that we have discussed on our YouTube videos, guys. It is a great time to build on this, and 5 to 10 years down the line, guys, this is going to give you a huge revenue. So the last thing that we're going to talk about on this particular business idea is pros and cons, guys. The pros, I guess everything is a pro on this particular business idea. Why? Because desirability part was 9.5, and the viability part was 8.5. These are pros. When it comes to cons, I don't think there are any. So yeah, that's it, guys. If at all you're looking out for someone who could build you a great website, someone who could do the SEO on your part, someone who could do digital marketing on your part, this is the great agency to work with, guys, and you are not going to regret it at all. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube page, and please do not forget to follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much.